Okay, we're going to take a look at the Korean War. It's often called when the Cold War gets hot, 1950 to 1953. Really, it's kind of the forgotten American war. I mean, we get done World War II, it's this huge, just billions of dollars and trillions of dollars in today's terms, and millions of deaths. And the Korean War often gets overshadowed. And we're going to look at why this happened, why it's forgotten, and kind of how it impacts us today. All right. So what happens is there's a civil war in China. Now, we're not going to go into this too much. You have the Chinese nationalists versus the communists. Okay. A leader by the name of Mao Zedong, which is still a pop culture icon in communist China today, takes over. Okay. Now, the losers, the nationalists, are sent to Taiwan, the small island nation just east of China. And they create the Republic of China. And China, the mainland, okay, becomes the People's Republic of China, and they are communist in 1949. Okay, so when you think of China, the big China, that's what I'm talking about with the People's Republic of China. Now, think about containment. We're not going to let communism spread. Well, one of the world's biggest countries just turned communist, and why the heck didn't we do anything about it? Well, think about it. If we would have went in and stopped China from going communist, what would have happened? Well, the Soviets would have got in, and then we'd have World War III. So containment, it seems like a good policy, but in actuality, it's kind of hard to enforce, especially when the opposing side is the Soviet Union. Okay, so you have Mao Zedong, the leader of the People's Republic of China, and Chiang Kai-shek, the leader of the Republic of China. Okay, so let me just show you the map here. So this is the tiny island of Taiwan. This is the Republic of China. This is the People's Republic of China. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. So this here is all communist. All right, and this is who we're supporting. With modern-day Taiwan. All right. So after World War II, we helped set up the United Nations. Okay. Now this isn't on your note sheet. Don't skip past it. I'm just trying to give you some background information. Okay. There's 192 members in the United Nations. Okay. Within that big body, there's 15 that are on the Security Council, and their goal is to keep international world peace. Within that 15, there are 5 permanent members. Okay, you think about the biggest, most powerful countries: China, all right, France, Russia, okay, the UK, and us. All right, they have veto power. All right, they can override anything, and these are always on there. And then there's 10 other countries that'll be mixed in. Okay, when China went communist, all right, so remember, China's on this seat. They have this permanent seat. We say, us kind of leading the charge, we say, no, we're not letting communist China. We're going to let the little Taiwan Republic of China, okay, be on this permanent seat. And this will come into play. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and I'll come back to it. All right. Now, looking into Korea. All right, so Korea is always being taken over by imperialism, by the Japanese, and what happens is after World War II, the United States helps divide it into North Korea and South Korea. Okay, and North Korea will be backed up by the Soviet Union, communist. South Korea backed up by us. All right. So how the heck do we get into a war? Well, North Korea invades South Korea. All right. Now you think about this. This is all just Korea. Same customs, same tradition, same language, look the same, ethnicity. Okay, the only thing that divides them is literally this imaginary line. All right, North Korea wants one big Korean communist country. Okay, South Korea looks to the United Nations and says, hey, we need some help here. North Korea is invading us. They're getting help from the Soviets, from the Chinese. Okay, we need some help. Security Council has to vote on whether to help. Okay, now you think about who's going to help them. France, yep. The United States, yep. The United Kingdom, yep. China. Now what China's on there? Yeah, not the communist one. They vote yes. The only one left is the Soviet Union. Now you'd think Soviet Union, no way, they're going to come in here, veto this, we're not helping. Well, what happened was the Soviet Union was boycotting the United Nations at this time. Okay? They said, we're not going to be part of this United Nations because you're not letting communist China on the Security Council. So Soviet Union, the one that could have blocked it, they're not there. Okay? So the Security Council says, yes, we will help you. We will help South Korea from the invading North Korea. All right? And the United States and Douglas MacArthur is really going to be put in charge of the United Nations forces to help South Korea push back North Korea. All right? So how this war goes. All right? Starts off, North Korea pushes down. All right, you can see the blue, the United Nations forces, almost completely runs them over. Okay, the United States and MacArthur, World War II veteran, comes in, pushes from two sides. Okay, and shortly after, we're looking like this. Okay, he comes in from both angles and pushes North Korea almost up to where? China, big communist country. Okay, not such a good move. All right, so we get close to China. China sends in troops. Okay, China says, whoa, 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 buddy, you're getting a little too close. All right, they bring in their troops. They push back, and then they capture Seoul, the capital city of South Korea. Fighting continues like this for 2 more years, kind of a teeter-totter. All right, MacArthur says, you know, the only way that we are going to beat North Korea is that we got to beat China. And MacArthur's kind of an all-or-nothing, hard-nosed World War II general. He says, you know what, let's just drop atomic bombs on China. All right, 50 of them. We'll just bomb them, bomb them, bomb them, bomb them until they give up. We'll secure South Korea. We'll secure Korea. He's kind of an all-or-nothing, victory-or-nothing kind of guy. Now, Truman says, whoa, 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 buddy. I don't think so. We're not dropping 50 atomic bombs on China, because then the Soviet Union's going to get in. We'll all be dead. Okay. Now, you can see, this is how it starts. All right. They push down. North Korea pushes down. Okay. And then we push back up. And then they push back down. And this is how it ends. Pretty much like it starts. Okay. It's this teeter-totter, back and forth. All right. Now, just look at this map, how it changes. This is how it starts. They push down. We push up. China comes in. They push down. And then it ends. Okay. So, the end of the war, the Soviets who were supporting the North Koreans, they say, hey, let's just have a ceasefire. Let's just stop fighting. Okay. And an armistice, an agreement to stop fighting is signed, a demilitarized zone where you can't have any fighting going on here between North and South Korea, and we're going to look at this in class. Very, very interesting today. And, you know, this war is kind of seen as this forgotten war, but, you know, 7 million Americans fight in the Korean War, and, you know, 33,000 deaths. And why is it the forgotten war? Well, a couple reasons. I mean, one, we're fighting for communism, you know, against communism. You know, it's Hitler, communism. What's kind of a bigger, more potent, evil enemy? Okay, you know, there's not a lot of video games where you got to go fight the communists. Well, there's a lot when you got to kill Hitler, even zombie Nazis. Okay, so a couple things. I mean, you know, like I said, Korea, small, not as important in the eyes of Americans. Americans are fatigued after World War II. You know, World War II was so big compared to this. But, you know, still 7 million Americans fight, and, you know, a good chunk, I mean, about the size of Beloit die. Okay, so that's the end, the Korean War. Hope you enjoyed it, quick and easy, and I will see you guys in class.